Yu-Gi-Oh! Chronicles, Season 2 Special Episode. Oop.
What was that?
You've got mail. Nice train set. And it ain't Clarabelle, too.
What is this supposed to be?
He grew up to have a train obsession. Can relate.
Kind of symbolism for dark hole?
What? A tunnel?
Maybe?
Yeah, it's a tunnel.
This must be
I like you think of dark hole
virtual
before a
reality
tunnel.
world. It's gotta be the Phantoms.
Thanks.
I really need to let Zach know about this, but I should investigate on my own first. I'm going in.
I can only call him in for emergencies. Gotta save the ace for the ace. Sure hope I don't look stupid in this. Well, that does explain why he has the headset and microphone, though.
What is this place?
Why would I spawn in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere? Especially when I was looking at a tunnel. Why would they program me in to be right next to this random building with crows on it?
Why of all places did it send me here? Well, there's a trail right there.
No shoot.
I guess whatever I'm looking for is up at the top of that graffiti eyesore.
You
Let's move.
just summed up half of Massachusetts. Only half, though. The other half is random woods to nowhere. And the surprisingly epic music for climbing. I'm climbing a hill, not slaying a dragon. Good music, though. It's just surprising they're continuing this 9 to 10 years later.
Well, I'm at the top. Still haven't found the source of the symbol.
Maybe that has something to do with it?
What is that?
The old decrepit tunnel?
That's gotta be it.
This train used to go through here or something? Or maybe this used to be like a path and driveway or something? Or a highway? I don't know. This sort of stuff interests me. Just old abandoned things that... Basically anything abandoned. Okay, so whatever it was some sort of dual challenge, apparently. Just gotta follow him. We also gotta make sure he doesn't fall down the hill. It is a little ominous.
This has to be the source of the symbol.
But what could it mean?
Well. Looks like I finally found the rat.
It took quite a long time to find you. I had to set the perfect trap. But now that I have...
And I knew a train's gonna do you with your train
I'll eliminate you!
You're with the Phantoms, aren't you? How did you find me?
Well, you know, you're not the only one with a proficiency for hacking and infiltration. They call me Ghost. That's my code name. Because you'll never see me coming until it's far too late. After I eliminate you, I'll see to it that the Phantom Brotherhood can continue its mission once you're out of the way.
So what are you saying? You think you have me trapped? I'm not sticking around for your stupid games. What?
You can't take his
My
glasses
launch
off.
commands are not working.
I see you've encountered my firewall. You know, it's impenetrable. The only way to leave is to beat me. But good luck trying to do that, because I never, ever lose.
I can't believe this. I thought my hacking skills were excellent.
Well, they
This
were,
guy
but his
really
were
out
better.
for me? No! I won't let it end like this! You want a piece of me? Then come on!
Virtual reality, that
I'll
thing
show
could
you
just
that I'm
spawn
not
in.
just
It's
a good
fine.
hacker.
Your journey ends here.
Going with AK life
I'll
points.
start this duel off. I summon Metal Cruncher, and its effect allows me to activate 3 machines.
What?
2 air raiders and a soldier. And now I'll randomly add another card to my hand.
It does, wait, it does what with the what?
I summon Air Raider. I can summon this card by getting rid of a monster in my hand. I set 2 cards down, and I end my turn.
Okay, we're going with
There
custom
is no
cards then.
escape for
Fine.
you. Only defeat. First, I
This is the one rolling
discard
pan
my
properly.
Cyber Dark Cannon. This card's effect lets me add a Cyber Dark Horn
He's playing
from my
hockey
deck
or
to my
something.
hand. And now I'll activate Cybernetic Horizon. By discarding the Cyber Dark Horn from my hand, as well as sending Attachment Cyburn from the deck to the graveyard, as well as sending Cyber Dragon from my extra deck to the graveyard. I have just set myself up for success, which you'll see later. After that, I use the effect of Cyber Dark Claw. By discarding it to the graveyard, I now get to add my Cyber Dark Realm
Who's already
from
in your
my
hand.
deck to my hand. And
Yeah,
then
it's fine.
I activate Cyber Dark Realm, and upon
cut.
its activation, I can add another Cyber Dark monster from my deck to my hand.
Hold on. I activate my Cyclone to destroy your realm. And
Nice.
since it's no longer face up on the field, it can't finish.
Ah, nice.
Annoying, but no matter. I summon Cyber Dragon Core!
Yeah.
Cyber Dragon Core's effect activates. This lets me add Cyber Emergency from my deck to my hand, which I will now activate. Cyber
Sorry,
Emergency lets me get another Cyber Dragon Core. And now, I will link the circuit.
With just
Go,
core.
Link 1. By getting rid of Cyber Dragon Core, I summon out Salamangreat Owl Mirage. But I'm not
Okay.
done yet, because now I'll do it again.
He's doing invoked.
By linking away my Salamangreat Owl Mirage, I link summon
Secure Guard.
Gardener.
Ghost sets card face
This
down
is
in
the perfect
turn.
time. I activate my Cyber Blaster. Each time a machine monster is specially summoned, you'll take 300 points of damage.
Why didn't you activate that way earlier?
That's it?
I use Air Raider's effect to destroy Metal Cruncher, and then summon Metal Form from the deck.
Interesting.
It's my turn again. I summon Scrap Recycler, and it lets me send Citadel to the graveyard. Megaform tributes itself to summon Fortress from the
Okay,
deck.
this way.
I
Back
switch
here.
my Air Raider to attack
That seeing
mode,
the monster is
and
hard
I'll
to
battle.
remember
Air
that stuff.
Raider attacks Secure Gardener. Now, my
Plus, I
Recycler
just don't
and
see
Fortress
Machina
will
often.
attack you directly.
But hey, using
Lucky shot,
seen archetypes,
punk.
that's good.
But it'll take more than that to beat me.
With all that done, I end my turn.
My turn again. Because you have a monster and I don't, I use Cyber Dragon Core's effect in the graveyard, banishing itself to summon Cyber Dragon Hertz from the deck.
I think
you
you're only some
forget?
original Cyber Dragon,
Every
but
time
okay.
a machine monster is specially summoned, you'll take damage. And that even includes your own machines.
Huh, that's nice to know. Let the fun begin.
Contact
First,
use with your
activate the field
monsters.
spell, Cyber Dark Inferno. I'll reveal what that does later. But for now, I use the effect of another Cyber Dark Cannon in my hand.
Now what are you
By
getting?
sending
Cyber
it to
Dark
the
Fusion?
graveyard, I get to add
Sorry, Cyber Dark
a
Impact.
Cyber Dark Keel. Then I get to normal summon Cyber Dark Keel. Cyber Dark Keel's effect activates. It lets me resurrect a Cyber Dark Cannon from the graveyard and equip it to itself. Also, it gains its attack points, putting it at 2,400. Now I activate my field spell, Cyber Dark Inferno. By returning Cyber Dark Keel to my hand, I get to then summon it back to the field. Because of this, Cyber Dark Cannon's effect activates. When it's sent to the graveyard while it was equipped to a monster, I get to draw a card from my deck.
This is a good
And then
trick too.
Keel's effect activates all over again, except this time, I'm gonna use my attachment Psyburn. And when attachment Psyburn is equipped to a monster, it makes it gain 600 attack points. So my Cyber Dark Keel has 3,000 points! Oh, and I'll say this too. Because of my field spell, Cyber Dark Inferno, anytime that my Cyber Dark monsters are equipped with something, they cannot be targeted or destroyed by your card effects.
At this moment, I use Air Raid's effect to destroy itself and summon Possessed Storage from the deck. My Possessed Storage has an effect to summon back Air Raider. This triggers my Citadel in the graveyard, and because a machine monster was destroyed, it summons itself.
Nice.
And don't you forget, because I summoned 3 machine monsters, you take 900 points of damage.
You're making my blood boil! Too much of a weakling
Not a
to
bad
attack
animation
me.
up there.
That's why you're using this pitiful effect damage.
Got 2,800 life
He
points
summoned all
still.
those monsters, eh? I hate to do this, but I activate my trap, Torrential Tribute.
Ah,
This destroys every monster on the
the
field.
Cyber Doctor survived though
My
because they
monsters
still
too,
lose their monsters.
unfortunately, because my field spell only protects my cards from your effects, not mine.
Well, no, because the things they're equipped to would
Look,
take the hit
you
from
just
Torrential,
destroyed
not
all
them.
my monsters. You'll pay for that. Because Fortress was destroyed, Megaform summons itself from the graveyard. And because of that, you'll take 300 points of damage.
I don't care
You're
about
stacking
your
up the
card
damage.
effects, because I'm activating my own. My attachment Cyburn and my Cyber Dragon Hurts in the graveyard. First, Cyber Dragon Hurts lets me add original Cyber Dragon from my deck to my hand. Then secondly, my
Ready to
attachment
control a
Cyburn,
monster.
since it was sent to the graveyard while equipped to a monster, I get to resurrect a machine or a dragon cyber monster from my graveyard. So I'll choose to summon my Cyber Dark Cannon in defense mode. And because it's a dragon, I'm not going to lose life points for that maneuver.
That's correct.
My turn. I draw. I place a card face down. And Megaform destroys your Cyber Dark Cannon. Main phase 2. I tribute my Megaform to summon another fortress from the deck. And with that, you'll take 300 points of damage.
We're
I
stacking
end my
up that.
turn.
It's 300 damages.
All those machines, those rust buckets, all of those stupid machines! I've had enough of them! My resolve is always to win. I don't care about
You should be
respecting
dead
my
at this point,
opponents.
or at least down to
I
less
don't
than
need
1,000 life
respect.
points. But
All I need is victory, and I'm gonna show you that right now! You think that we're not serious? I'll show you just how ruthless and serious the Phantoms really are. Draw!
we saw how ruthless and
Excellent.
serious they were in
I
season
activate
1.
Pot of Desires! By throwing out the top 10 cards of my deck,
Ooh,
I get to draw 2 more cards.
that was pretty good.
What? You banished all those cards? You're literally destroying yourself just to beat me. This is madness.
No,
the
this
pieces that I
is
need for
Sparta.
victory.
That's what
I'll
we're bringing
show
back
you.
the memes from 10
Since
years
you
ago,
have a monster
too.
and I don't, I get to special summon the original Cyber Dragon.
Yeah.
Your life points are getting pretty low. Here, let me help you out. I activate my trap, Machina Overdrive, by destroying Fortress, which allows me to summon Soldier from the deck. And so, this triggers the effect of Megaform and Citadel in the graveyard to summon themselves.
I'm so
1,200
sick
more
and tired of
damage.
that card, you won't be summoning it anymore because I use Called by the Grave.
Ooh,
Called by the Grave lets me banish a monster from your graveyard, and then it negates all of its effects. So your Machina Citadel won't be coming back anymore.
God.
Even so, Megaform summons itself. And because
Right.
I summon 2 monsters, you'll take 600 points of damage.
You know, I'm actually glad you summoned those machines, because now I get to use them.
Oh,
By
gross.
tributing all the machine monsters on
Gonna
the
need a
field,
Fortress Dragon or
including
Mega
Cyber
Fleets.
Dragon, I can summon Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
Fortress it is.
It gains 1,000 attack for every one of its fusion materials, so it has 3,000 attack points. And yes, I take 300 damage. You know,
Maybe that's why I took
it's
the
a funny
1200
thing.
instead.
I don't need those life points anyway.
1500.
All I need is one card to secure my victory, and I'll show you right now.
What? Lunar
I
removal?
activate Overload
Oh
Fusion!
crap, that's a problem.
Overload Fusion lets me summon a dark machine monster by banishing the materials from my field or graveyard. And I have just the ones. I banish 2 Cyber Dark Cannons, 1 Cyber Dark Horn, 1 Cyber Dark Keel,
Cyber
and 1
Darkness
Cyber Dark
Dragon.
Claw in order to summon out Cyber Darkness Dragon!
Crap.
And it's true. Cyber Darkness Dragon is terrifying, but I'm not done yet.
Equip you
Because
with Cyber and
Darkness
Dragon.
will equip Cyber and Dragon from the
You need
graveyard.
5,000 attack points.
But you know, there's still one more play left. Now I can tribute them
What?
by tributing a level 10 Cyber Dark
Cyber
monster
Dark and
equipped with
Dragon.
Cyber and Dragon. I can summon the ultimate Cyber Dark fusion, Cyber Dark and Dragon.
This is insane! You brought yourself down to 300 points just to summon that monster?
And now
With
it's
just
gonna
one
wipe
more
you
machine
out.
to summon, you'll lose the duel.
300 life points. I sure could have closed this time. Cyber Dark and Dragon. Let me explain its abilities to you. Not like it'll matter much anyway, but it's got 5,000 attack points. It's completely unaffected by any of your activated card effects, and it gains additional protection from my field spell. My Cyber Dark Inferno field spell means that while it's equipped with a monster, it's unaffected by targeting and destruction effects that come from you. In other words, it's completely unkillable, an unstoppable machine. And I'm going to use this unstoppable machine to wipe you out. I equip my Armored Cyburn from the graveyard to Cyber Darkness in Dragon using its effect, which gives it 5,600 attack points total. I told you your journey ends here. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, attack! Cyber Laser Beam!
No!
Now, Cyber Dark in Dragon, finish him off! No!
Hey, did a good job too. But you know, when the protagonist is winning in the duel, you know there's a bad. Things are gonna go terribly wrong.
Mission accomplished.
Ah, crap! Even if you die in the game, you die in real life. Thing. And that's the end. Well, now you're not gonna be able to tell, Zach. Now are you? Is there a Dontion? Going for a sad ending in this. No. Honestly, the thing posting on this is that's just nice that Chronicles is back. Like, I gave a lot of crap talking when I did my initial reactions and review to it. Like, I was very mean to it, more than it deserved. But at the time that I was watching it, I thought it was the worst series, the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan series ever. Oh, I wish Chronicles was the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan series ever. Not because I want to not because I want to badmouth it, because if that's the worst that it gets, then it can only go uphill from there, right? And unfortunately, I guess the monkey's paw curled or whatever, you know? Now I look back on Chronicles, I'm like, I was way too mean on that series. Like, if I ever do a re-reaction to that series, I'm going to try to be nicer to it. The Phantoms are back and they got ghosts and everything. Well, this was pretty fun all that. Just nice focusing mostly on the story and trying to show off the new cards and stuff. I kind of wish they did actually show off the cards, but you know, you just come back after 10 years, you probably don't have that great of an editing equipment back up into making videos. I don't know for certain, but possibly. So, or maybe the stuff that you have been working on, which might have been train focus or something, doesn't need that level of technique or something. So you're working with what you have. So what you have is like the raw footage you have, the life point counter, the music and stuff like that. You don't have much to work with. It's fine. It's overall fine. At least I kind of wish the cards were shown or something like that, but it's okay. You know, you're getting back into the groove of things, and it's nice just to see that Chronicles is alive. It's surprising that they even came back, and I got respect for them coming back to it at all, you know? They could have just left this series in the dust, and that would have been it, and it'd been like, oh, that's sad, but, you know, that's the way it is. We'll grow up, all that jazz, move away from the game, blah, 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 blah. But no, they actually came back, and again, I always respect them for that. It is kind of nice to see the old guard return. It's like seeing a legend return in wrestling. It's like, I kind of wish you retire, but also, it is nice to see you. Like at the time when at the time that I'm making this, Undertaker just returned at NXT. I'm like, hey, I'm happy to see you again, but please don't be in another wrestling match. For the love of God, stay retired. But unfortunately, this is modern day wrestling, and retiring means I'll see you next week. Also, just to address the elephant in the room, if I sound fine, it's because I'm using a different mic for this setup. I need to get my snowball fixed. Not the snowball itself, the wire. But yeah, that's why today's episode sound a little funky. So yeah, just figured I'd bring that up. But, you know, other than the freaking, not having the monsters on screen, the thing was pretty fun. You know, things considered. Ghost showed why he's that powerful, and it got down to that low of health and still managed to get the win. They're going to need to call Zack on this one. He's needed, especially with his friend being dead or sent to the Shadow Realm, whatever. Phantoms are back and they mean business, so I guess we'll wait and see what happens in this one. It was a fine episode, so again, just nice to see Chronicles back. Even me, who was a Chronicles hater, was just like, I'm glad to see these guys. But anyway, yeah, I'm just rambling over the same point over and over again. So I'll stop wasting your time. You all have a good day, and better tomorrow.